Welcome back to another session of ethical hacking. We will discuss here how to build a penetration testing lab. This testing lab is very much important and highly useful for the current organization or the current corporate sector, current hierarchy of any top to bottom approach or client server architecture, or any kind of organization which is centralized server and linked with any kind of cloud based system, whether it is OLAP server, whether it is a software as a service, cloud as a service, or any kind of digital methodology which you are using. You must have proper knowledge of the proper penetration testing lab or the secure system. On that secure system only you can keep the data secure, and a server has to remain open 24 hours because a server can't be switched off. And to maintain that, you must have a proper security architecture or software installed within this kind of organization. So what is that? First is you have to install VirtualBox. Okay, VirtualBox is a software which is easily available in internet. Just download VirtualBox and install. Then these are the options comes: virtual machines, bare metal. This is for another important kind of system which we don't need. People like us who are generally using any kind of normal OS or who are not highly expertise in this kind of field, they have to initially start with the virtual machines. So click on this recommended. Now you have to click whether 64-bit or 32-bit. Now if it is 64-bit, you just click here, and so if you have to install virtual machine, in the virtual machine there are three things. Whether you have to download the virtual manager, or you can download the Kali Linux based Debian mode, Linux based mode, vendor based mode, or any kind of 64-bit OS which supports the Linux system. That kind of Kali Linux is very much popular in VirtualBox based system. So you can use the Kali Linux, and that is give a highly offensive security measures which we are facing nowadays. This kind of file system comes. So here when you install the Oracle VirtualBox, in Oracle VirtualBox there are some other things comes, like you have to start with the new option or start option. In that you have to first click on start. If you click on start, there is a Kali Linux VirtualBox AMD 64. Now from that you can see there are lots of option comes: system, display, storage, audio. Here you just click the minimum memory which is required, that is 2048 MB. You can increase the size to 5048 also. By default other options don't touch the other options, as it is you keep it. Then comes the network option. In the network option there are serial ports, USBs there. Okay, so now in the network you see it will ask the option username, password. So you have to give the username as Kali, password as Kali. So once you log in into the system, the terminal editor opens. There are lots of options here: terminal editor, emulator, root terminal emulator, file manager. Now one of the good features of Kali Linux is that the other ethical hacking or any tools which we generally use for hacking, by default inbuilt is installed in Kali Linux itself. You don't have to separately install those things. So this is one of the greatest feature in Kali Linux. So for that you don't have to face any problem with this information gathering, vulnerability analysis, web application. So you can see, for any being an ethical hacker, you have to do various different kind of work in industry. These are all each different tools. You can use information gathering, you can use vulnerability analysis, you can use web application analysis, you can use database assessment, password attacks, wireless attacks, reverse engineering, exploitation tools, sniffing and spoofing, post exploitation, forensics, Kali bugs. These all each separate things which you have to know. And see, in Kali Linux terminal, once you open the terminal after installation, you just have to type this IP address. It is not like ping which you type in Windows, or IP config. In here you have to type if config, IFCO, that I will show in the upcoming classes. Just write ping this IP address -C4. You will see this kind of thing will come. It will show that what is the IP address, what is the sequence, how much time interval it is taking to show the ping statistics. The next thing is apt upgrade. Sudo apt upgrade is a very popular command which, with the help of which you can upgrade your system software along with the packages which are already inbuilt within Kali Linux. And if it is already upgraded, then you can use this for the upcoming technology to keep upgradation of the ethical hacking and other tools. The next is the network. Next comes Vagrant plugin install, and this is a very important tool again. For this you have to use VMware, and that is a very important thing. Now Metasploit. So if you want to install Metasploit 3, here you just have to go to the network and just click on the necessary settings. MAC address, just type as it is given here, or you can check your MAC address from your computer. There is a command available, you can easily get from check that my MAC address. Just search in Google, you will find your MAC address, and there is a command you just type in Windows and just see the command, that ipconfig. You just type ipconfig all. I think that will give the complete details. And next come is echo. Echo command is used to show any kind of message in the screen. So that's all about today's